Today we're going to take a look at open vendors and how you can utilize an open vendor. Typically, you associate items with a vendor, and when you create a purchase order, you can only order those items that that vendor carries. When we use an open vendor, we place the word any in the categories when we create the vendor, and this allows us to view all items regardless of the vendor that carries them. So let's take a look at this and how it can be used. So first we're going to go up to auxiliary, we're going to go to vendor, and we're going to create the new vendor. We'll call it and now we'll expand for more details, and in category we'll put any. This allows us to associate all items to the open vendor. We'll click apply changes, and now we'll go to SMS. In the buying module, we'll go to the extended, we'll say new order all vendors. We'll come down here, find our open vendor, we'll say create purchase order. Now when we come to items, what you're seeing is all of the items regardless of the vendor that carries them. How this can be utilized is in your store, let's say in the back there one department, you want to take an inventory of everything and see what you want to order. Well, you can scan all of the items and put them on the open vendor, and then somebody later can take the information that's there and split it out by vendor, creating purchase orders. So let's see how that's done. First we'll say that we want to buy the Molson Dry, so we'll order 10. We'll order a carton of cigarettes. We'll order some Gatorade. And we'll come down here and buy some cookies. Now if we look at our lines, we can see what we've ordered. And at this point, we say, okay. What we want to do is we want to move these items to a purchase order for that particular vendor. So we say move, and here we will see if there's already a purchase order that's open and has not been issued yet, or we have the opportunity to create a new purchase order. So we'll say create, we'll say move all, and what this does is any item that is ordered through the vendor Molson O'Keefe that's in this list will be added to this purchase order. We say okay, it's done. Now we'll do the Du Maurier, we'll create it, move all, we're good. Now note we have two Gatorades. They're going to be from the same vendor, so both of these items will be moved when I say move all. So I'll say move, and in this case there was already a purchase order that was open and has not been issued yet. So we're going to move all of these items to this purchase order instead of creating a new one. We'll say move all, say okay, they're gone. The last thing we have is our premium cookies. We'll say move and create and move all. We can now suspend the open purchase order, and we see that we have individual purchase orders for the individual vendors. If we go in and we take a look at Weston, we can see when we come to our lines that we have Pepsi, which was on the original purchase order, and then we added the two Gatorades. We moved those from the open purchase order to this purchase order that was already open. When you take a look at this, it can be very helpful. It allows you to scan a store, all items that you need to do inventory on or that you want to purchase, and then allow somebody at a later time or a different person to actually break out and create all the purchase orders and issue them. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.